Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Bleeding Crypto's 15-minute BTC market update. Today is Tuesday, July 30th, 9:50 a.m. local time. I hope you're having a good day, morning, or afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Let me start off by giving my disclaimer to protect myself legally. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I am wrong 99.9% of the time. So if you use real money and you follow me, you have a 99.9% chance of losing it all. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is to be considered game theory for your fantasy paper trading only. All right, guys. So now I'm going to give you the chart that I've been working on with my team this morning, only because it's just easier. It's the same chart we've been following. It's that hourly range chart. And as you can see, we broke out above it nicely. We confirmed it here. We dropped below it. We had a deviation. We back tested that, came back down. Same exact thing, guys. Just, the staples of support and resistance and back testing. I can't stress enough how important it is to keep that in mind. So now this is actually the setup that we're looking for on my new Telegram channel. My team is waiting. My Telegram team is waiting for whether we're going to go short or long on alts. So what we're waiting for is for Bitcoin to confirm a direction. We have different scenarios. Why do we have different scenarios? Because I work off of validation and invalidation. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know where it's going to go, but I do have good ideas of if something gets rejected and confirmed, the direction we're going to go, and we play off the direction. So we have about 7 alts that they're waiting for my signal to go in. And that's the one that I tell you guys, that's $25 a month. So we're waiting for the signals, and then based on what the behavior is. So I'm just going to use the chart. It'd just be a lot easier. Since this drop, I waited for a lower high. Now, yesterday I was expecting the lower high off of this move here, this back test of the support, and go up in here and then come down. We did not get that. So what do? We have to readjust. So as of yesterday, this was yesterday when I did the video, we're here now. So when I did the video this morning, we were here. I had things to do, so I came back to do this video for you. So this was a scenario from this candle here. When I left off the recording, was I'm looking for 3 different scenarios. I'm looking for a scenario where we originally, from yesterday's original plan, we're going to put a lower high to basically confirm a downtrend. When we lost support here, when we lost the ability to break through major resistance, we started dropping. Whenever we drop, I have to automatically assume one of 2 things is going to happen. We're going to put in a lower high, or we are going to put a lower high, then we come down and put a higher low to put a higher high and invalidate that this drop signifies a downward move. I don't know that. I have to wait for that validation. We did not get that bounce yesterday, but I'm still expecting it. So for today, what I'm looking for is scenario number 1. We come up here, we create the lower high, then we come down to this target here because I have objectives in this area here that I believe are going to get filled. If we continue to go downward, this is where I expect strong support to come in. That's scenario number 1. Scenario number 2 is we go up and we invalidate the lower high rule. We flip this support back into resistance, and off we go to our $70,000 target. That's scenario number 2. Again, depends on what the market's going to do. At the time we were here, we had a green candle, but I also have to have a plan for the downside. I said, okay, guys, if these 2 upside objectives, well, not objectives, but if these 2 upside plans, thesis, don't work out and we're going to drop further down, then I would expect us to catch support here and hold this. And we came down to here, and we held it. And then I would expect us to come back into this area here and either flip this to continue this route, or we're going to see further downside. And as of right now, we are rejecting it. Nothing is confirmed. One candle, one quick rejection doesn't confirm anything, but I'm watching it very, very closely on the lower time frames. And based on that, I call my signal out to find out what the next trade is going to be. And like I mentioned before, guys, if you want to learn my system is a lot more complicated than this. Not complicated, but it has a lot more data. And I just have everything shut off for the purposes of this video. But I have a lot of indicators that I use, momentum indicators, EMAs. But I don't do that for the Telegram group. I did start, however, doing these video calls with them, not every day like I do with my Discord group, but once in a while to go over a quick overview of all the trades. It gets very difficult to go one trade at a time, typing everything down. So to make it easier on myself, I have a 15, 20-minute video explaining all the alts that we're looking for, what the setup we're looking for, and this way I get to go through it much quicker, and all I have to do is now rely on my alerts rather than taking an hour and a half typing each chart out, showing the directions of each one. It's much easier doing in a video format. Takes me 15, 20 minutes. They get to see the plan live. I get to save some time, and it works out great for everyone. And it's, again, a great value for $25 a month, 88 cents a day. Or 83 cents a day, something like that. Anyhow, so for right now, that's what we're waiting for, guys. We need to see if this rejection is valid, if we're going to confirm a move back down in here. I don't know that yet. We just got rejected literally on this candle here that hasn't even closed yet. We have 4 minutes to close this candle. And now from here, I start looking at lower time frames for those heads up signals. I don't have to wait for the 1 or 4 hour time frame to confirm. I can actually get the confirmation the way I view the market on the 5-minute time frame. So I'll be giving out a call signal pretty soon, and then we're going to go from there. But this is what I'm expecting for today, guys, for the purpose of this video, my 15-minute daily video. That's what I'm looking for Bitcoin. Now, keep in mind that this is for the intraday trading. The macro view, I think, is incredibly bullish. So I am not bearish at all for that macro view. However, things could change. This can invalidate. And as it's bullish now, it could be bearish, super bearish tomorrow. I don't know. I have to wait for that data to come in. But as of right now, let me do this. Let me go to the higher time frames. And let me tell you why I like what I'm seeing. Right now, we put in a low here. And we put in a double bottom, which is a super bullish market structure. Then we had a really nice impulse. We put in a high, we put in a higher low, we put in a higher high, another higher low, we put another higher high. And right now we're currently either working on a higher low, which I don't know yet, which is why I have the 1 hour time frame, low time frame confirmation and invalidation or validation to tell me if this is a higher low or if we're going to go down a little bit further. If we go down, I'm really not expecting a big retrace. I think for right now, my next target to the downside is going to be in the $64,000 area. I expect to bounce from there, especially if we haven't put any decent lower highs. The more we drop, in my opinion, the higher the probability is that we're going to get that bounce, that lower high, as shorts are getting stacked and are eventually going to get squeezed out. Now, if the market is still incredibly bearish, cannot give us that lower high, and we lose $64,000, then I'm going to be looking at this fair value gap, which will close up at 61,400. That closes the fair value gap, and we'll have to analyze the market from there and see if we can get a bounce from there. My bias is to the bulls at the moment because of this market structure, not to the bears. So what I'm doing is that I give the benefit of the doubts to the bulls until they invalidate each individual section. Now, if we start trading below here, then we obviously start shifting to the probability of more downside, and then my bias starts shifting to the bears and not to the bulls. But right now, currently, I'm in the bull side, allowing them, giving them chance after chance after chance. If they don't follow through, I have no choice but to then flip to the bearish side and now see what the bears can validate and invalidate until the bulls come back and flip it and prove to me that they're back. So I can care less if you're a bull, if you're a bear. I allow the charts to dictate whether I'm a bull or a bear on both the macro view or in both the intraday view. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. One thing I do want to let you guys know that Ethereum looks incredibly strong compared to Bitcoin. So it's looking, Ethereum looking much better strength-wise than Bitcoin. So I'm hoping that if this can continue and we start pushing up higher on Ethereum, that this would signify strength coming in for alts, Ethereum, and alts. typically when we see strength gaining on Ethereum, that trickles over to the alts. Even though we have to keep a good eye on Bitcoin, because we know that in a good big flush of Bitcoin, no matter how bullish Ethereum may seem, it's going to affect that and the rest of the market. So it's one of those things where we have to really pay attention. Now tomorrow is FOMC. So when Jerome Powell speaks, that's going to be a high volatility event. So typically, not always, but typically the day before and the day of a major news like FOMC, CPI, PPI, non-farm payrolls, those type of days leading up to that, the day before or the day of, we have a very slow price action. It's pretty much dead. Nobody wants to take any chances. Both bears and the bulls are kind of neutral. They want to wait to see what that reaction is going to be based on the announcement, and then we start formulating a plan, and that may be it. That we may not be able to do anything until we get that confirmation from the speech to see which direction we're going to go in a macro sense, and then on the lower time frames, we can start hunting for those short or long setups based on what that macro support and resistance is going to look like. All right, guys. Once again, I got to plug it in. If you want to learn my system, you go to my Discord, $100 a month. If you don't want to learn and you just want me to give you the trade setups, the buy and sell signals, $25 a month, send me a DM and I'll give you the link to the video that shows you step by step, goes to the website, shows you exactly what to click. You can't go wrong. If you watch the video and you send me a DM and say, I can't figure it out, I don't want you in my group. That means you're not going to be able to figure out where to enter and where to exit. Because I literally go through the video, go to the website, show you exactly what to click. And believe it or not, guys, there's people that can't figure that out. Imagine, you think I want them following me? Hell no. Even though it is a fantasy trade setup, there's no way. There's no way. And there's people that have that type of I don't know what I call it, stupidity. I have no other words for that. In any case, send me a DM and I'll send you the video, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys. Everyone have a really good day, and I'll talk to you guys later.